Aloha, y'all. I'm Jeremy Chambers. Originally from Austin, Texas, but I currently live in Honolulu, Hawaii. I'm a first-year student studying strategic communication and innovation. Fun fact is, although I went with strategic communication and innovation, I actually only just recently have started getting into any kind of social media. Just not too long ago, created a LinkedIn and still working on getting TikTok and all the other stuff. So I'm a little behind. My current job, I work in security cooperation for the Army, which translates, pretty much to international relations. So although this class is a core class for a major, it still is probably the most interesting and applicable to my current job. In our international relations or security cooperation, we don't focus so much on the organization to the public, but rather focus on either army to army or military to military, or organization of person or person to person. So this class really, I think, will provide me with more tools for my toolbox. So really interested in it, and something that kind of stood out the most to me from chapters 1 and 2 was the discussion and argument about public relations, and I like the quote about how the world is flat. I think an example of that debate is looking at the Israel and Palestine conflict, and domestically how schools' policies or the activities occurring at some of these universities, and how that is having a local policies or incidents or having global effects. So I think that discussion is pretty interesting. For part 2, kind of tying back into what I do, my office, we're called Foreign Area Officers, and when you apply to the program, first step is they give you a region that you'll be assigned to and an expert of that region, and then they send you to learn a language of that region. They send you to grad school to study that region, and then you spend 1 year traveling that region. And the main part of the 1 year for travel is really cultural immersion. So to understand, not just the military, because you're not really, during that year, you're not really working with the military, you're working in embassies and you're exploring the culture and the peoples. Well, they do that because of the importance of the culture. So definitely understand the importance of the culture, in the region or country that you're working in. Something that did stand out to me, though, was how they talked about, culture is not the country, was the quote. And it made me think about Papua New Guinea, who's one of my countries for some time, and they operate off of the one talk system. So something that unites them as a nation in this system in a language, but it's one of the most culturally diverse countries on the planet, with thousands of different tribes and groups, but united under this one culture. So that quote really made me think of that. But looking forward to working with you throughout the rest of the semester.